to the children.
Good morning, boys and girls. It is time for the children's story, and the offering today is going to go to the CVCA Student Aid Fund. So raise your dollars, parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles. Let those children see them. Come on up, Joseph. Careful. All right. Good morning. Hang on just a second. This was hidden out of sight. Well, yeah, right? Well, children, this is something I borrowed. I went to Elko, Nevada last week, and I went to their tiny little church. And I mean, it was super, super, super tiny. It was only 2 rooms, but they had the most awesome children's story. It was about, and I want to get it right, so I'm going to read it here. She said, "Fruit of the Spirit, is it in you?" And I thought, that was kind of an odd kind of a statement. What does that mean? Well, there's all kinds of verses, and I want to read real quick to you. Let's see. Hopefully I marked it here. Matthew 7:15 to 20. Let me see if I can do this one-handed here. It says, "Every good tree bears good fruit, but a bad tree bears bad fruit. A good tree cannot bear bad fruit, nor can a bad tree bear good fruit." That sounds a little confusing to me. "Every tree does not bear good fruit. It is cut down and thrown into a fire. Therefore, by their fruits they will be known." Does that make sense to you? Probably to the kids, maybe not so much. So what I want to do, there's another piece to this. I'm going to move this stuff over. Jamie, could you help me open up the nuts and stuff? So what I want you to do is I want you guys to all come up here, okay? And I want you to take something that is a fruit. There's lots of stuff up here. So come up here and find something that you think is a fruit. And there's a knife over here. And there's some fruit here in this one too. Okay, once you got your fruit, go back and sit down. If you think you've got a fruit, go sit down. Just take one because we got lots of kids. Would he like to look in here and see if there's something? Would you want to see what's in that one? Is there a fruit in there that you like? Ooh, nice. Okay, anybody else? Anybody else want to come up and take a look and see what's the fruit? Yeah.
Did anybody want some nuts?
Okay, so can I ask a question? Who thinks that hazelnuts, don't do that, Joseph. Who thinks that hazelnuts are a fruit? Raise your hand. They are a fruit. I was impressed. I actually had to look everything up because I wanted to be double sure. How about walnuts? They're a fruit also. I wasn't aware of that. How about almonds? Yeah, you seeing the trend here? Okay. Well, an apple, is it a fruit? Do you know how a fruit is a fruit? Violet, how do you know a fruit's a fruit? It has to what? It has to have a nut or is a nut, okay? Ava? Seeds. Okay, so if we have this fruit salad here, this has got some pineapple and some grapes and some cantaloupes. But you know, sometimes now our grapes don't have seeds in them because they're growing them seedless, like watermelons. So we get to avoid having to spit seeds out like I did as a kid. How many of you in here spit seeds out? Yeah, we don't have to do that much anymore because they've done it. So, a potato, is it? No? Are you sure? Janie, could you cut this in half and let's see if there's a seed in there? It's, look at this. Does that look like there's a seed? No? So we wouldn't really consider this a fruit then, would we? There's no seed, you're sure. But you know what? See these little things right here? Do you know what those are called? Eyes. Do you know that if you cut those out and you plant them in the ground, they will grow? I did it as a kid. I didn't know that when my mom says, but you can grow your own potatoes. I thought, whatever, Mom, but it's true. They grow. An onion. I'm not gonna cut this one because I don't want our eyes to water because I'm sure they will, because I cut one up yesterday and my eyes burned and it made my soup really, really hot. So it was a very strong onion. Let's see what else we have. So we have peanuts. Oh, a bell pepper. How come nobody picked a bell pepper? Jeannie, let's look inside of that and see what it looks like. Oh, look at this. Nobody picked this. Nobody. It has seeds. Did you see that? It does have seeds in it. You can smell it, can't you? Do you want to smell? You want to smell? It does smell pretty good. Now, let me ask you something. Would you put this in your fruit salad? Why not? It's a spicy one, you're right. And a jalapeno pepper you probably wouldn't put in your fruit salad either. You would go, very much so. So, not everything that was on this table was a fruit, but most everything was. Who got the kiwi? Oh, there's a kiwi. Can I show everybody what's inside of this? Yeah, that one actually came off of my tree in the backyard. It's still not quite right, but I wanted to show it to you. I know, I picked it up, but I didn't bring it. Look at those. Look at those tiny seeds. It is a fruit. Do any of you eat kiwi? Yeah? Yeah, kiwi's pretty good, isn't it? Well, so what do you think about all this? Can you be a seed? Are you sure you can't be a seed? No. Oh, pumpkin's a fruit too. Did you know that? Yeah. I know all these things. You do make pies with them. But can you be a seed for Jesus? Yes. How can you be a seed for Jesus? Rhea. Yeah. That's right. Now, every seed that you plant, though, is it going to take hold? Maybe. But remember there's a parable about how the seeds fell in the ground and they all came to life, but some of them died right away because they didn't get enough nourishment. So, in order to be a seed for Jesus, we must first use the Bible. If we don't have the information that is in this Bible in our hearts and in our minds, we cannot tell other people about Jesus' love, can we? Right? If we don't have Jesus in our heart and we don't study Jesus, there's no way that we're going to be able to tell people about Jesus. So if you guys could bring everything that you took off the table back up here, we're going to take and make you guys, I'm going to cut it all up and you guys can come and taste it in the potluck room, okay? So everybody bring all your fruits and vegetables. If you got a vegetable, put it on the table. Oh, who got the tomato? You did. Okay. Oh no, you got a persimmon, an apple persimmon. But it does have different leaves. And if anybody wants to take a little bite of almonds or nuts, you can take a little handful.
I do not like potatoes.
Don't like potatoes?
I'm not gonna eat potatoes.
Oh, I love mashed potatoes. Okay.
Yeah, me too. I love mashed potatoes, and I don't.
You don't want to eat a raw one? I don't blame you.
Making me hungry.
I know it's making us hungry.